Good morning, class. I'm back. Let's go shopping for some costumes and props. This summer, I have so much to share with you. Stagecraft projects, theater stuff, interviews, and so much more. So why am I back after 2 years? Well, I'll tell you on this episode of Mr. Jamie on Campus. Wow, it is so great to be back. I really did miss making videos. It's been 2 years and so much has happened since then, but before we get on to the rest of what I've got planned, I need to tell you how you can participate in this video. If you're joining us during the live premiere, please get involved in the chat right now by typing who you are and where you're from. Type something like theater teacher from Kansas City or singer from Boise. That's a great way to break the ice. And don't wait to tell us what kind of program topics you're interested in, what you might want to see on our channel. Let's get some discussion going. Now, if you've missed the live premiere, don't be left out of the conversation. Leave those questions and comments in the comment section below. Now, let's get on to the show. I was just going to hit a few estate sales for costumes and props, so why don't you come along too? I'm a member of this really great Facebook group for theater teachers, and last week one of the members sent a question to the group and asked how do they source costumes and props, especially for period type work. And a lot of the responses were things like thrift stores and flea markets and things, that really good ideas, but that's not my favorite way to source these things. I like to go to estate sales, and so today I'm going to hit a couple of estate sales and give you an idea of how I do it. I got $100. That's way more than I normally take. Usually it's about $40. But this is a special day because I'm taking you with me, and it's going to take, we need more than just money for one person. There's a couple of things that I always need, whether I've got a show in mind. If I see them, I'm going to get them. One is shoes, but particularly shoes that are larger than size 7. I know you know this if you're a theater teacher or even a parent, but kids' feet are huge now, and you'll see when we get there. Probably most people, older generation, their feet are so much smaller. I mean, it's not uncommon for me to find the perfect shoes at an estate sale, but the woman's foot is a size 4, 4 or 5, tiny little feet. Well, that is not the situation if you're doing elementary theater, then you'll find small size feet, but otherwise, the women in my cast of high schoolers, half of them, their feet are larger than mine. So I'm always on the lookout for big shoes, and for us, because I know what we don't have in my costume inventory, I'm looking for long skirts. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's because people don't wear them as much as they used to, but we don't have long skirts, and anything period is going to require long skirts because no ankles. We're here. One thing I already love about this place is there's plenty of parking. That's always a problem at these things. So be prepared to park and walk if you go on estate sale runs with me. Is there more? Thank you. All right. Always hit the clothes. That's a costume. I'm gonna have a hard time not buying everything here. Look at all that. Okay. A robe cloak type thing. There's no way I'm letting somebody else take that. There's 2 of them. Double, treble. sorry. Whoever it was that thought they were getting these, you're wrong. Now, what is that? Wasn't that neat? It's a little ballet costume. It's really nice material, heavy. I'll take that.
Okay. Well, thank you. Alrighty. Appreciate it.
It's a great big thick. Is it just one skirt? What in the world?
That's not. Making offer in the sink. And I'll say, and on the dishwasher. And on the compactor in the stove. You just do the whole kitchen.
They're willing to sell everything. Goodness. That's great. I mean,
They said the toilets and everything.
they'll sell the toilets. I've never been to an estate sale like this.
They said the stove. They said make an offer, take it.
A compactor, right? Lots of figurines, huh? I actually might consider that. A steamer. Of course. Uh-huh. What kind of crazy estate sale is this? You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to grab those just for the stands. They're $4 per stand. They're nice heavy stands. I'll probably get those. Lots of costumes. Oh yeah, look at that. Now this one is, the other robe was made out of thin satiny material. This is thickly made. Those other robes, there were several of them that were matching, so that, but I'm grabbing that. Musical instrument cutouts. Look at that. This little bin has probably a lot of great things. Mardi Gras themed. Now that little case, is that a makeup bag? Makeup case? That is awesome. I'm gonna take this up and ask how much they want for this. So that lamp for $8, this kind of Art Deco stained glass look.
Except for the back deck.
What do you think of that? That's pretty. So the back left, huh?
This one here.
The backdrop? Oh, this is it? What is?
Lights.
Whoa. Sorry, man. So sorry. I just bumped him.
She said this was a canvas
A canvas drop?
cloud. Cloud was what she said.
So
I said she was a ballet teacher. They used to do the Nutcracker Suite and all those other little things.
yeah. Oh, I see. What do you want for this? Do you know?
Oh, come on. How many people will buy on this, baby?
Nothing. I don't know.
Um,
I mean, yeah, it's very interesting. I'll be the one to take it if it's something I can afford. What's hot? That was really crazy. I've never been at an estate sale for someone who directed any kind of performing art, which was really neat because I ended up getting some things that you might go to 1,000 estate sales and never find. But also made one purchase for $20. and I don't know what I'm getting. So we'll open it up together. It was they offered me, they made a $40 offer. I countered with 20. She took it. So, but I haven't seen it. I'll show you when we get back. Let's go to the second one. You too.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you? Are we doing? Is it full price today?
50% off everything except dollar items.
Really? Okay. Great.
Well, I love you for something. I just don't know what yet.
$6.
Well, if you buy something, you can't leave if you haven't bought anything.
Tchaikovsky Symphony No. 5 in E minor. Each movement, and I imagine the records themselves are in pristine condition. And then there's Tchaikovsky's Concert No. 1 in B flat minor, London Philharmonic. Looks like they're asking for about $20 for each, half price. I should probably try to save those from extinction, huh? Okay, well that was a more typical estate sale. There were some things that I could have picked up. There was a culinary school shirt that didn't have any logo on it that would potentially have been good for a chef. I would have probably gotten that if I hadn't done so well in the prior estate sale. But I did get one hat, one Newsies hat for $1. That'll go into our inventory. And I almost bought those plastic toy pistols. They look like pirate pistols for Peter Pan, but I thought, I think we'll go the route of swords and knives instead of pistols for this one. I might regret that decision, but I only had $2 left, and so now my day is finished. I have $1 remaining, and I'm going to keep that dollar in my pocket. Let's go see what we got. Well, I hope you found that interesting. In just a few minutes, we'll take a look at everything we bought and see what's inside that mystery tube. But in this first video back, I think it's appropriate to get some of your questions answered. So to that end, I've asked my son, James, to help me answer a few of the most important ones in our very first campus Q&A.
Hi, welcome to Campus Q&A. I'm your host, James Stewart, and I'm sitting here with the producer of Mr. Jamie on Campus, Mr. Jamie. So, the first question is, why did you stop posting videos in the first place?
Well, it was all about time. I didn't have time to shoot them or edit them or promote them all by myself. I know you've heard it from many YouTubers, but YouTube takes a ton of time, at least to do it well. So I was always frustrated as well with the slow progress of the channel. It was taking quite a long time to get enough subscribers to feel successful, I guess. And so we did 31 episodes. The 31 episodes were a lot of fun. But by the time I had done that 31st episode, I knew that the channel had to change in format. It's just too general to be successful.
Well, now that you've had time to reflect on the channel, what would you do differently?
Well, I have a lot of different interests, but I also have a lot of responsibilities. And what I was doing before was just making videos about whatever I was working on at the time, which is really interesting to me, but it requires a very special kind of viewer to be interested in all of the things that I'm interested in. I'm in charge of video production here at school, so I love video production equipment and things like that. And so I did some videos about that. And then I like woodworking, and so I did some videos about woodworking. And of course, I'm a choir teacher, so I love music and performance. I'm a theater director, so I'd love to do things about theater, and I did quite a few things about theater. But in fact, I don't know if you'll remember, but the very first theater video we did, it was video number 13. It was a confetti cannon that we used to shoot confetti out of the floor in our Aladdin production. And then we did a Shrek makeup video, which was a lot of fun. I dressed up as Shrek for one of our showcases, and so I did that, and that actually got quite a few views, and it's still getting some views. Set construction videos. We did a trapdoor video that was really popular, a lot of fun. We designed a trapdoor contraption and then built it. That was number 19. If you want to go back and look at those videos. And then we did that for Willy Wonka. So when Veruca Salt, I guess, when she falls down into the chute, the trap door, that's what we built that for. And then we did a Willy Wonka walkthrough. So when we were doing our Willy Wonka production, we took the camera through all of the backstage area and the sets and things like that, and that was a really popular video. But towards the end of the channel, I was really into arcade games, and so a lot of the work that we were doing was on arcade restorations. They did really well, but the people who liked those videos weren't necessarily the ones that liked the theater and music videos and things like that. So those two topics being so different yet so much fun, I felt like we needed to make a change this time. So in the interest of making this channel better, more focused, we're going to narrow Mr. Jamie on Campus to just theater and music, the things that I'm most responsible for here, and then occasionally some video production where it relates to theater or our choral productions. Everyone's experience is not like mine. You know, my approach to theater and choir productions, at least for that matter, is work hard to make the best theater, the best performance that we can make on next to zero budget. That's kind of what I think my specialty is. We've been able to do some pretty spectacular things for nothing, and so I'll be bringing a lot of that to the table, but that's not everybody's experience. There's some people out there that do great work in great institutions, and money's not their primary concern. So I can take advantage of their experience and learn a lot myself. You know, I think it's going to be a great change for the channel to be more narrow.
Well, since you are narrowing it down to theater and music, does that mean that you're giving up the arcade hobby?
You know I can't do that. Absolutely not. If people are watching today and they're thinking, oh no, the reason I watched Mr. Jamie on Campus was because of the arcade episodes that we did, have no fear. If that's your interest, go right now over to my new channel, Mr. Jamie's Arcade, and we're going to do strictly classic game, arcade type work. It's going to be so much fun. I'm going to repurpose some of the work that we did on those other two arcades, and then right away we're going to get into a brand new project, one that, you know, it's actually probably the catalyst for us starting all this again. The ultimate holy grail arcade game for us. We just picked it up this week, and so that project's going to start, and you have to tune in order to know which one it is. It's going to be an awesome series. We'll put a link down in the description for that.
Okay, well then why after 2 years did you decide to start this up again? Are you less busy than before?
No. In fact, I'm probably more busy. But the reason's because I've taken on 2 new partners. I don't have to do it all alone. Let me introduce you to my 2 new partners. First, partner number 1, James Stewart, my son, who shares the arcade hobby with me, but also is a singer and an actor and a great talent, and he'll contribute so much. He's going to be acting as one of the producers of the show, and I'm excited about that. And then my second partner is my other son, Thomas, who's right there behind the camera. This is his expertise. He is technically brilliant. He can do anything he tries. He doesn't much like to be in front of the camera, although we'll get him in front of the camera a few times, I'm sure. But he's going to be an editor and a producer and writer on the show as well. So I think the 3 of us are going to have quite the time together. I'm excited about that.
Okay, and my last question for you is, what is in store for new subscribers to the new Mr. Jamie on Campus?
A lot. First, I've got a lot of video in the can from the last 2 years, things that we've done here that just kind of anticipating maybe starting the channel back up again. So we've done 2 musicals. We did Annie and Mary Poppins, and so I've got quite a bit of footage from that, a little bit of construction, a lot of behind-the-scenes footage. So we'll be able to do some of that. Also, we did a masked singer competition, and I've got some video from that, that was a lot of fun. We need to get rid of some of the props we've made over the last couple of years, so I had the idea to maybe bring down a prop that we've used in a show that we need to get rid of and kind of showcase it, a short segment, but showcase it and see if there's anybody out there that might need that prop for one of their own productions, and if so, maybe they can steal it for cheap. And then the most, I guess, the current project that I'm working on is going to be, I've got to build the new set for next fall's Lion Week newscast at school, and the set is completely designed. I've got some of the pieces ordered that have already come in that we ordered, so it's just a matter of construction, and that can start immediately, and that will start immediately. In the next probably couple of episodes, we'll have our first of several Lion Week set construction videos. And then also we're doing Peter Pan next year. And so that has to be designed, and it has to be modeled and then built. It's going to take quite a few months for that, but we can incrementally go through the entire process together and show what we do to our Mr. Jamie on Campus audience. And through that process, they can come back to us and give us some feedback, maybe give us some ideas, things to do. I think it's going to be a great partnership, and I look forward to doing that. That reminds me that we also really need our viewers to put ideas about show content in the comments section. So if they have an idea, we need to know that, because we can answer their questions with episodes. Also, there may be something that they're struggling with that we've already gone through and have a solution for, and we can at least give them our solution. They may pose a question that I don't know the answer to, but somebody in our network does. I'm a community theater actor as well, and so I've got quite a few friends in the theater world that could come and contribute, provide their answers too. So we're going to take their comments seriously. We're going to use that to shape the content of this new Mr. Jamie on Campus channel. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're back at school, and I've got all of the stuff that we bought laid out for us to take a look at. Some of this was in the pile that Ashley had left for me, so some of it I haven't even seen yet. So let's go through every item and talk about what we got. So this is an item that I hadn't seen, but it is a nice little jacket. It was $1. So, you know, I don't know what we're going to use that for. I do like this. Whenever we were hanging it up, I saw that could be really helpful. and there's I guess it's a slip, a ruffled slip for under a dress or tutu. This we saw when we got there, and actually I didn't realize it at the time, but it came with a little hat. So let's look at the hat. Here's the hat, and it's a ribbon and gloves. So that's great. That was $1. This is 4 parts. Okay, so looks like this is the top there, and then I guess those are for sleeves, and then the skirt, really cool. Oh, and looks like it comes with stockings that have sequin tops. This I'm excited about. Let's just take it off the hanger and look at all the parts to it, because it's really heavy. I mean, my goodness, it's heavy. Okay, so it starts with the, it looks like a cape. Actually, that's a cape already. Has a big pocket inside. And then an overcape with a hood. Floor length slit for the sleeves. Goodness, it's heavy. And this also has a collar, so these must be separate items, but this is a cape with a collar as well, and it's not the same material, so this is a separate item altogether. And this was only $1 as well. Boas, you know, I don't know how that itemized out. It probably is $1 or less. Just a couple of those. What is this? Oh, it's an apron. Well, how handy is that going to be? That's great. So there's quite a few of these long black skirts, and we really needed black skirt, or just long skirts for sure. We actually had to have several of them made for Mary Poppins, because none of the kids already had black skirts. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one's I guess these last two. Oh no, that's a really small waist, so that's a long skirt, and this is a small waist as well. Yeah, they're all long. Very nice. It's that set of extra small scrubs that we found. All right. And then we've got more black cloaks. I sure would like to know what this was all about. 2 more of those. These are really Halloween type. The quality of them, it's that, you know, there's 2 on this hanger, that Halloween sort of stuff. So, but it's nice to have. Okay, so this, there's a lot of these. Let's see, these are butterfly wings for cute little butterflies, right? And I picked them up because we actually had to find some yellow ones for the bumblebees in Mary Poppins this year, and they were so hard to find that I thought, well, I'm just going to go ahead and get these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 10 of them. Okay, so I don't have an immediate need for these. If someone who's watching has an immediate need for 10 matching purple butterfly wings, I will gladly send them to you if you will send me your name and address at jamie@mrjamie.com. These actually were $1 each, so that was a $10 purchase. This hat serves no purpose other than just being, I guess, awesome. But it was the marker that Ashley left so that I knew that it was our stuff. Now, we've got a couple of items here. You saw this. I did go back and get the little box. And I'm thinking it's going to be just decor for the nursery in Peter Pan. So this is a makeup kit, and I guess it belonged to the teacher. Really, really nice, and it's full of makeup, which I'll get rid of. I've got a friend who said that she'll take them. You know, if it's usable, then she'll use it and she'll throw it away. So I'm going to keep the makeup kit, but all of the brushes and things I'm going to be giving to her. She's an actress as well, and she doesn't mind using used brushes. So, okay. Now, this next, for $6, actually for $6 total, I got 2 steamers, and I don't have any, so that's really nice. I got this one. It's, let's see, Turo, the iron that steams, and a Proctor Silas one. This one has a brush on it as well. So I got two steamers. This one looks like it's pretty nice. For $6 total. Maybe about 20 or 25 different colored masks. But if we do our Masked Singer show again next year, then we'll be able to give these out or sell these at the concessions. I got the whole bag for $1. And then at that same sale, there were some books, a couple of books that our students read every year. And then for me, Wheatlock's Latin text. It's a textbook that shows pronunciation and etymology for Latin words, which is always valuable for a singer. That was everything. That was $98 at the first place. And then at the second place, I got the hat. And then that's $99, and then there's the extra $1. So that's how we spent our $100. Thank you for going along with us. All right, there are a couple other things that I forgot to show. Those lights that we found, here's what they look like. They're made of metal. They're old, very old. Halogen bulb. I'm probably not going to use the light itself ever, but I've got some LED lights actually that I'm using here, and the stands on those are really lightweight and inexpensive. These stands are metal, so I'll probably toss the fixture itself and just use the stands. So we've got that. And then the last item is what's in this, and I'm gonna roll it out on the floor. Let's see what it is. Oh, looks like it's a photo backdrop of clouds. Huh. So what do you think? Is that a pretty good find for $20? I don't know. I'm gonna go down off the stage and roll it out onto the floor, and let's see what it looks like rolled out. Well, there it is. There's absolutely nothing subtle about that, is there? That is literally a castle in a cloud. So, not what I was expecting, but will you think that's worth $20? I'd love to hear your opinion and whether you think it was worth $20 and how you would use it if you had it. The edges without the cloud, like here and there, I could probably set it up for some still shots. That would be nice. It's just so short. It wouldn't be much of a theatrical backdrop. I don't know, maybe in blur behind a set piece for something in video might be valuable too. I don't know, I'd love to hear your opinion. Let's see what you think would be a great way to use this. Also, if you would like to have those butterfly wings that we looked at before, those 10 butterfly wings, I'd love to send it to someone, so just put your information, your name and address, and send it in an email to jamie@mrjamie.com, and the first one that I get, they're yours. I'll send them to you. If I'll respond to everybody, so if you send it to me and you're number 2, 3, or 4, I'll just say sorry. They've already been taken. But anyway. Also, any ideas about the channel, please send them my way. We really want to craft this channel according to the things that you think are valuable. So get those ideas coming. Let's have conversations about what we've seen today in the comment section of this video. Tell your friends if they're interested in theater, or if they're a theater teacher, or a director, or a community theater actor, choral singer, choral music director, any of those things. They will be interested in what we have in store, especially if they're contributing content. So let's make this something really great. You know, I'm excited about what we have in store. Thank you to Jan, who's filming right now, to Thomas and James for their contributions. I look forward to seeing you again next time when we're together on Mr. Jamie on Campus.